from 6 Sports. This is the Dean Trailways fifth quarter.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and it's time for a true tradition unlike any other. The fifth quarter is straight ahead.
Show everyone's talking about around town. Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday to you. I almost said Friday. Happy high school football season, and welcome to another season of high school football on this, the start of the 27th season of the fifth quarter. Brought to you as always by our good friends at Dean Trailways Transportation. What a picture-perfect August evening for football. I'm Fred Hume, and always have been. Thanks for joining us tonight. We started off with a big game, and this one was a lot different than last year's tilt between the same two schools in the opener. And that one, Okemos and Mason, the Chieftain won 46-0. Mason, an improved team, came out fired up, and Mike Crum, in his first game as head coach of the Okemos Chieftains. Mason's quarterback, Silas Wall, with the snap, passes to Zach Haynes. Look at his dipsy doodle move. Gets by the defenders into the end zone, and Mason's off to a quick start. Let's move all the way up to the third quarter now. The Bulldogs up 14-6. This time Okemos with the ball. Derek Sims with the handoff, and look at him go all the way in for the touchdown. Okemos up that far sideline. Now it's 17-14. Mason in the fourth quarter. Okemos with the ball again. Little flea flicker. Eli Salem passes deep. Chase Conrad with the senior catch. He's taken down at the 20. And then a touchdown by Mason Kesmerick. How about that for a drive? A comeback win for the Chieftains on the road, 21-17, a victory in his first game as head coach for longtime Okemos assistant Mike Crum.
Is there anything that you expected your first game to be?
Well, you know, I was hoping to not have to come back from 14-0, but credit to Gary and his kids. They came out with a game plan to go right at us. They did just that.
We got kind of punched in the mouth in the first half, and we had to come out, think tough, think resilient, and had to go out and just play strong.
Feels great. It was a heck of a high school football game. I think Mason really showed the physicalness and really, you know, brought a tough challenge for us, and we were fortunate to respond and come out on top.
Hey, what a game, and Gary Houghton is the coach of Mason. Hang in there, coach. You got a better team. You're going to win some games. All right, with that, we come to a transition on a game that opens a season that's kind of become a little local tradition. St. John's from the CAAC Red and East Lansing from the CAAC Blue. Alex Sims joins me now in studio for that game story. Happy new season, Alex.
Hi, Fred. I see you over there. St. John's and East Lansing are starting a football season for the 5th consecutive year. They stand 2-2 over the last 4, but the Trojans have won 2 years in a row. And we welcome back for another season of the Dean Trailways bus, and it has a front row seat tonight out at East Lansing as the Trojans host the St. John's Red Wings. EL hot right out of the gate, up 7-0, and adding to it. Trojans quarterback Sam Bush with a handoff to Jamar Williams. Mills plows his way. Look at him go, not letting up until he gets in the end zone. 7-0 Trojans. Trojans still at it. This time the ball gets in the hands of Kobe Hayward for another East Lansing 6. Now watch this. Justin Brown takes the reverse and is off to the races he goes. Not a single defender or even ref, for that matter, can't keep up with him. Brown taking it to the house with a 70-yard touchdown run. East Lansing with a dominant season opener tonight, beating St. John's 40-60, the final.
It's good to get it. It's good to get the first one. The first game is always, you know, there's so many things that you have to get ready from situation standpoints and practice to just making sure that the trunk is filled with the stuff that you need to do. So, yeah, it's good to get it. I'm glad for the kids.
All right, good win for Bill Farraco and the Trojans. I guess we could call this next one the rubber game, as DeWitt faced Grand Rapids Christian in the season opener last year. Christian sniped the Panthers 38-30. DeWitt exacted revenge in the playoffs with a 42-10 thumping. Game number 3 in 12 months tonight in DeWitt's house off Herberson Road, where the student section was packed and as excited as you can be. We pick it up with DeWitt on top 15-0. Then Grand Rapids Christian got on the board. Thanks to Thad Gamble, right up the gut of the Panther defense and into the end zone. The extra point cut the lead to 8, 15-7. That was the halftime score. To the fourth quarter, after Christian kicked a field goal to make it 15-10, DeWitt senior David Loker bounces off defenders for a first down. A few plays later, it's Loker again. Look at that nasty stiff arm, tripped inside the 5, 1st and goal. Now smelling the kill. Who are you going to call? David Loker, of course. 1-yard touchdown to clinch it. Loker with 190 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Rob Zimmerman's guys squeak it out. 22-10 in the opener in a tough-as-nails football game.
That was a heck of a ball game. Grand Rapids Christian is a really, really good football team, and I'm proud of our kids' way they dug down and finished. I mean, that was a great opener for us.
That drive was fun to be a part of, wasn't it?
Oh, it was awesome. It was the best. I mean, same play every time. There's play after play, and just getting 5, 10, 15 sometimes, you know, it was good.
Give it to Loker. You like that play, huh?
Oh, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's what it is.
David Loker ran extremely hard. I mean, he's a 3-year starter, and he played like it tonight.
He's a horse, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He runs really hard, and he's got good speed to go with it. So great effort out of all those guys.
Yeah, David's 5'6". I told him he plays like he's 6'5". Let's head up to Ovid Elsie, where Portland was in town, and this is a good Portland team. Third quarter, Portland leading. Broderick Smith finds Patrick Blake downfield. Beautiful diving catch. Then Smith keeps it himself, fakes out the defense and our camera. That's not easy to do in either case. Up the middle for a big game. Fumbles, but gets his own football back. That leads to this short score. Jacob Veal punches it in, extending the lead. The Raiders dominate this one 18-0 at OE.
It was just a great road win. I think Ovid Elsie is a heck of a football team. We knew we were going to have our hands full. They got tough, physical kids. They play football hard. They're well coached. And our kids stepped up tonight, made a couple plays, and it was really just a difference of a couple plays, and we made them when we needed to.
All right, we have a couple of other notable area teams playing on the road on this opening night. We'll check that out next. Stay with us. Also coming up, a really good matchup as it turned out at Dansville High School. The Mighty Aggies taking on the Blackhawks of Leslie. We'll have those wild highlights and post-game reaction too coming up next on the 5th quarter. Stay with us.
Welcome back. We had games we'd hoped to get highlights from, but didn't from the road. We want to read you a couple scores. Mountain Morris beat Bath 42-18. The Bees start off on a down note. And Grand Ledge goes to the road tonight at Hudsonville and drops a 27-7 decision to Hudsonville with a new coach and a much better team. Now let's see how Williamston did on the road tonight at Battle Creek Penfield. And boy, these Penfield fans really do it up right. I want to get me a hat like that. To the game, and watch this one. Austin Stifler, the quarterback for Williamston, the keeper for a touchdown. He had a big night. Stifler does it through the on the ground and through the air. Watch this. He finds Hayden Brickenholder. He goes in all the way for 6. There's a big touchdown play on a night of big plays for the Hornets. Now later, slow down, Fred. Battle Creek Penfield gets on the board. They get a long touchdown run, but that was one of the few down moments for Williamston tonight, and a nice saving tackle there. Now Williamston strikes again. Peter Daniels will get the touchdown right here, and it was also a big night for Kerry Haney. He had a 91-yard kickoff return and 3 touchdowns. There's the touchdown by Peter Daniels. How about that start for the Hornets? 51-16 on the road at Battle Creek Penfield. Alex?
Now to Fuller Field, where Dansville played host to the Blackhawks of Leslie, and the Aggies look strong early as Devin Patrick is able to escape some danger and throw a strike to Kurt Gay, and he makes his way to the end zone for the touchdown that put Dansville up 14-0. But the Blackhawks would respond early in the second half with this bomb from Thomas Coltrane to Anthony Seminska, who hauls it in and drags defenders into the end zone. Leslie would tack on the 2-point conversion, and we have a 1-point game. Then fourth quarter, Leslie still down, and it's Coltrane again, this time on the ground, fighting through the defenders for the score, and the Blackhawks hang on for the big comeback win, 32-27. What a way to start the season.
It might be exciting all year. I don't know quite what we're going to be yet, but they're going to play with a great effort. We graduated a ton of guys. The seniors that we have, they want to be really good. So it's very important to win the first one.
All right, we head to Wolfpack country where Langsberg kicked off the season against Belding. This is always a good Langsberg program. Tough night tonight. Belding would open the scoring. Riley Hart takes the handoff, runs to the corner. Untouched, Belding up 6-0. Then Belding with the ball again. Cole Reeves finds Ethan Hodges in the corner of the end zone. Great catch. Black Knights extend the lead. Wolfpack bounce back. Vince Selquist finds Ethan Fleming downfield. He turns on the Jets and takes it all the way in for the touchdown. But tough night, as I said, for Langsberg. Belding wins big, 41-6. All right, we're going to come back and talk some Spartan football. Captain's name today, that and more, plus Tiger highlights. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter Mid-Michigan. We will have another fifth quarter show tomorrow night. And what a gigantic matchup we have for our big game tomorrow. Ithaca and Pewamo, Westphalia will hook up for the first time ever. Ithaca putting a 72-game regular season winning streak on the line against the two-time defending state champion Pirates. You start off the season with quite a bang.
Yes, we do. We jumped right in the frying pan. There's no doubt about that. But Coach Miller and I became good friends over the last couple of years. He's a great guy, runs a great program, class kids. And so we're excited. We're excited to get a chance to play at Alma College and just, see. We're going to find out where we match up, and see how we, what our season's going to be like.
I think it's cool for everybody except, us coaches. We're obviously very, I guess anxious to get going, but I think it's great. I think that you have to play quality opponents that first game to kind of see where you're at coming out of camp. And last year we dropped one to Monroe St. Mary's Catholic Central, but it made us a better football team because we saw what we needed to work on.
What a football game that'll be, and it'll lead our show tomorrow night from Alma College. All right, Michigan State's football team broke training camp today. Hey, the grind is over. Players get a couple of days off now. Then Sunday night, they start the game week routine with an opening game a week from tomorrow night against Utah State. Before breaking camp, the new captains were voted on. These three picks were pretty predictable in my mind. Quarterback Brian Lewerke in the center, standing between two defensive stalwarts, linebacker Joe Bocci, a screen left, and safety Kari Willis, screen right from Jackson Lumen Christie. Coach Mark D'Antonio explains how important leadership is throughout all of the positions in this sport.
Really what you have, and I think Hayden Fry used to say this as coach at Iowa, you need a bell cow in each position group. You need a guy in each position group that sort of pulls the load to some extent and leads from within that group. And so, we focus on that as well. So if a guy's not represented in the Eagle group and maybe he's outside of it, we bring him along as well as a so-called bell cow.
Bell cow, I like that. Tigers home to the White Sox today. This is Uncle Fred in about 20 years. I'm going to be keeping score. This is never Uncle Fred. I will never take a selfie at a ball game. All right, we can show you the story of this game, Tigers and White Sox, in 3 highlights. Same inning, the 6th. Nick Castellanos with a long ball. Over the fence, 3-0 Tigers. Very next hitter, Mikey Matuk. Another long fly. Another ball over the fence. How about that shot? Back-to-back Jackson, a 4-0 Tiger lead. Want one more? You got it. Next hitter, Ronnie Rodriguez. A fly ball to left into the bullpen. His first of his career. 3 home runs in a row. Tigers go on to trounce the White Sox 7-2. How about that? Michigan State's women's soccer team beating Green Bay today 4-0, as they say in soccer. Spartans are now 3-0 on the season. Next up, MSU will face Portland under the lights. That's Portland, right? That's Portland, Oregon. And not Portland High School. That's a week from tonight. All right, Alex Sims joins me in studio tonight. We had some fun, didn't we?
We did.
You were at that East Lansing game.
It was.
A little surprising that East Lansing won that easily. I went to the DeWitt game, and that was a really nice fourth quarter. We showed you the drive by the Panthers.
Yeah, that was great.
And I guess since they didn't throw us off the air, we'll do this again tomorrow night?
I think we should.
Are you game?
I'm game. You're game, right?
Yeah, I'm game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing some of that PW game against Ithaca. Two local powers. I'm so glad they're playing.
At Alma College. Yeah.
And we're glad you joined us tonight for our first fifth quarter of our 27th season. We'll see you tomorrow night, right?
That's right.
So long, everyone.